Alright, so I probably won't be. I'll play a drive of the game and then kind of have to call it. I gotta get ready for work. But we'll look at some stats. We may have to allow CJ Fedorowicz to walk, which is fine by me. He's getting up there in age. So, yeah, actually, who are we supposed to... Steelers. Matt Ryan's on this team? Jesus Christ. Hoover has been taking all of Le'Veon Bell's snaps. Kevin White has done well. Davis Bryant's done well. I guess they don't have Brown anymore. Ryan Shazier. Jerome Hargrave has been pretty good. Stephon Tuitt's been good. R.D. Burns is with the team. Chris Boswell's pretty good too. I wonder who leads the team in... Oh my god. Passing touchdowns? Riley Ernster. But Nick Olmers probably has my vote for MVP, personally. Actually, let's see. How's our boy doing on the Falcons? Well, they're in the NFC South, if I'm not mistaken. He's done well. 19 touchdowns, 7 picks. Rusty Brooklyn's been doing pretty good. Alright, Steelers. Oh, let's look at injuries first. So we're without Granville, who has a ruptured disc, and they're without Heath Lewis and Jerome Given. So we shall see. I did assemble a super team. I was about to say I haven't heard anything. Who's that been talking about?
Happy holidays. Merry Christmas, everybody. Today's matchup features two teams eager to come away with a late season win. It's the Texans going up against the Steelers.
That should be good.
So, with the call of this Week 16 matchup, let's hand it over to our commentators, Brandon Gott and Charles Davis.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field.
Alright, well, I'm trying to get all these videos set up, but it looks like it's getting set up, so we shall see.
We've got a good one in store between the Houston Texans and the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon.
I don't know when you'll see this video, unfortunately.
So they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week, they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense,
But
plays on special teams.
when you do watch this video,
Can get that second win in a row.
at the time of this recording, the Astros are 32 and 27. It's like June 2nd, so yeah.
Ever done. But the most important thing for them now is to make it to the postseason in one piece.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first.
All right, man. I'm not about to.
They'll be led out by the 3rd overall pick of the 2008 draft.
Oh, I forgot he was 3rd overall.
Matty Ice, quarterback Matt Ryan.
Always knew he'd be a gym rat.
There's a particular. I like this thing pitch personally. Oh, the Vikings beat the shit out of the Packers. Oh, they might be going to the playoffs. Oh my God, battle of the terrible teams, Chiefs and.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon
Oh, Mealy.
And this first play will get him back to the 25, but that's going to be it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. 10 yards still left on 2nd down.
Whitney Merciless has been close. Maybe he'll be retiring this year. I do have to make some tough choices here. Maynard got beat by Ladarius Green. Is it Ladarius Green? I believe his name is Ladarius. Yeah, I think so.
Certainly seems like they're holding all the right cards now, doesn't it? Because of their preparation. preparation. Went back, watched the tape, studied the tendencies, and they feel like they had them down
Oh.
cold, and they were able to use the pass against them.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
I'm really worried about Kevin White over there. Personally, that's just me though. Oh, but Beecham gets him. Demetrius Beecham, who... Oh, he got his 5th sack. Proud of you.
He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack. Although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
5 sacks. Has a pretty solid season. I wouldn't say great, by no stretch of the imagination. Whitney Merciless. 14 sacks on the season, 125 in his career. Let's go, Whitney.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Johnny Manziel, 22 touchdown passes, 11 picks. We won't be starting the last game of the season. We get hurt way too often. I have kept this team up for like ever, I feel like. They have lost a lot of guys. Mildrow picks up 5. Central Mildrow has 30 receptions in his young NFL career. Oh, it's zone. I can beat that shit. Ooh. Corey Coleman.
And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
He already has 1,000 yards. Him and DeAndre Hopkins have been lights out. Steve Fedora has chipped in with 600 of his own. Lamar Miller has a return to form this year. Over 1,000 rushing yards. Fedora always drops it. Benoit, you're not him. I promise you. All right, brother. He dropped the ball. Oh, he dropped it again. Back-to-back drops for CJ Fedorowicz.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this will be taken at the 13.
Alright, well, I'm gonna go take my shower. You guys can see the rest of this game. We're gonna put end to game, and then I just come in whenever. Alright, I'll be back.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
On second down, here's Ryan. And Bryant's got it over the middle. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
8 yards still remaining here on third down. On third down, Ryan. He completes it right side to White. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
On second down, it's Bell. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
He completes it to Bryant. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll be good for a Pittsburgh first.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
A give to Bell. Uses the stiff arm and taking it across midfield and inside the 45. When we sat with the coaching staff a couple of days ago, they said attacking that defensive look with a run, something they wanted to do, it was effective.
And they were extremely confident, weren't they? Their planning, their preparation, they knew what they were going to get in that defense, and they were able to attack it accordingly.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They'll run it now out of the gun. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
I can't help it. I'm just sitting back in admiration right now. This defense tells everyone that plays against them, you're not beating us running the football. That's who we are. That's what we're about. It's not going to happen. If you're going to beat us, you better pick another way.
And Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. The linebacker, Ryan Shazier, there to make the tackle.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
On second down, here's Miller. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That draw play got blown up by the blitz of the defense. Ordinarily, that's exactly what you want. You want them to blitz, and they go past you, and you go past them for a big gain. But in this situation, they hit him at the worst possible spot, right exactly where you were running the draw, and he got in there and got him. The Steelers insert their nickel defense on third down.
Yeah, they add a DB. Manziel. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up fourth. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
We've played a quarter here on Christmas Day. 3-0 is our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going at quarter number 2, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not got much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player as well as a physical specimen.
From the gun on third down, Ryan. Out left side here to Bryant. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This will be fielded at the 17. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
A great return there of 22 yards. And the Texans take possession. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Now a play fake here on first down. The intended target was Corey Coleman, and it's second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Now Manziel. Right side, caught Fedorowicz. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Stephon Tuitt in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Steelers. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he will find his man on the outside. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. Now Ryan on 2nd down. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Whitney Merciless in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
So a big sack on 2nd down. Now let's see what the offense has in store for 3rd. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. 3rd and long. It's Ryan. And it's caught over the middle by the tight end Green. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off.
And there's a completion to the tight end, and look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Play clock winding down. A 1st down carry now for Miller. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
I know for us it's fun, and it's not so much fun for the rookie receivers when we see them coming into the league and we're going to training camps. You see them working on getting 2 feet down instead of 1. But the best ones train in college trying to get 2 down instead of 1, so the transition's a little bit less. In this case, though, wasn't able to complete it anyway.
And finding Fedorowicz. They get 9 yards there, and they get a 1st down.
And fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
They go back to the ground now with Miller. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now, the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence. And those first downs do add up. The offense keeps the ball moving downfield and keeps their defense on the bench, giving them a chance to rest.
The play clock's running down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They'll run it now out of the gun. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Manziel. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. They brought him in off the corner, and he gets in to drop him for a loss of 4.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. And this one is right through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
Green to bring it back. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of...
Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And they will take over with a football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback With that time frame, and anytime you didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Here's Manziel. This will be caught just inside the 10. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Shut down, shut down. Philly, here we go. Watch the whip.
He'll look to throw. And this one's incomplete. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. They're going to look to throw. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Texans are in for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. 2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. It's grabbed over the middle by White. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Ryan. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Houston. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now Manziel. And he's got him over the middle, Fedorowicz. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Focus, defense, focus.
shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
He's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
Manziel, and he's got him. Got his man on the end route, complete. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Here's Manziel. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Miller, the lone setback. He'll get the football here. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And possession will change here with very little time remaining until halftime. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Hey, watch the slant.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. So we've reached halftime here. Charles has already thrown off his headset. He's out here. He says, it's Christmas Day. I'm going home. We're not done yet, though. As we send you now to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, LR.
All right, here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Late in the first, defense will get to the QB here. This ends up as a loss of 9. Third down, inches to go. They're going to come away with another sack. This one ends up as a loss of 11. Offense out now after the fumble. Pass will be completed over the middle, and it leads to a touchdown. That takes the lead up to 7. Texans with the football, final seconds of the half. Defense will get to the quarterback here. This will go as a loss of 10.
Man, we're up 10-3.
So that'll do it for us here in Orlando. For the call of the second half, let's hand it back over to Brandon and Charles. Brandon.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Alright, that's gonna be it. Peace.